This is the courtroom of Judge Berger.
All rise for Judge Berger. Today is March 31st, 1976. We are hearing the case of Troy Leon Gregg versus Georgia. Gregg is charged with committing armed robbery and 2 counts of murder on the basis of evidence that he killed and robbed 2 people. The defendant has pled the 5th and chosen not to make any statements, but let the record show the facts of the case have been presented. Now let the defendant take the stand. Defense, you may proceed.
Mr. Troy Leon Gregg, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
No further questions. I rest my case.
Many months later.
Today is July 2nd, 1976, and it has come to my attention that the jury has come to a final conclusion. Head juror, please rise and state the final verdict.
Yes, Your Honor. We have reviewed all the evidence before us, and as a whole, we've made a decision. Under the law, we ignored the counts of armed robbery and interpreted them as aggravation to murder. We have found Troy Leon Gregg guilty of 2 counts of murder, and he is sentenced to death.
Later.
This is unconstitutional. It violates the 8th and 14th Amendment. We must challenge this court decision.
Sure, eventually.
We are back in the courtroom again, and Mr. Gregg has challenged the jury decision regarding his crimes. Defendant, please rise and state your case. The death penalty is cruel and unusual punishment. As a citizen, this violates my rights as stated by the 14th Amendment, and it violates my right to no cruel and unusual punishment per the 8th Amendment. Hey, yeah, what's up? Yeah, he wants to challenge the capital punishment. I know! So what do you guys think? 7-2? Perfect. Hey. Yeah, sorry. They said it will serve as a great example for all future criminals. Maybe they'll see what will happen if they don't stop committing their crimes. Sorry.
Justice White? Justice White, how do you feel about the decision in this case? Capital punishment cannot be unconstitutional because the Constitution expressly mentions it, and because 2 centuries of court decisions assumes that it's constitutional. So why wouldn't you? Justice Stevens, how do you feel about the turnout of this case? My vote was definitely regrettable. I made the decision with the precedent idea that capital punishment was constitutional. I feel differently now that this case is over, but at the time, I thought that it was the right decision.
This just in. McCleskey versus Kemp prosecutors are using Gregg versus Georgia as a precedent. They are stating that the death penalty is legal when the defendant stated in a writ that it was not. This is Amy Slater reporting live, Georgia State News. Okay, so, I just want to clarify because I feel like I was not so clear with this. The consenting opinion was the seal, and the dissenting opinion was the cow. That would be White and Stevens. So my first problem was the hurricane. On Saturday, my original plan was to, have all my friends come over, and they were all going to be different person in the thing, and it was going to be real great, but then they couldn't come over, and some other stuff happened, band happened, all that stuff. And so I was moping around Monday and Tuesday because I didn't know what I was going to do, because I was going to have a video, and then I was in my brother's closet, and I found the basket of puppets. So that's what came of that, I guess. And then problem stemming from that was that I didn't have enough hands. None of my family wanted to use their voice in this because they are self-conscious about something. Don't know. I don't know. They didn't want their voice to be in it. The only person who would is my mother. Yeah, it's pretty great, but I'm not proud of it, but at the same time, I'm really proud that this is what came of that. It could have been a whole lot worse. So I solved all those problems by getting other people to bring their hands in, just everybody. Like, my mom would leave, and then I'd get my sister, and she'd come do it for me. My family is great for doing that. But my, I guess the process, just like that, I filmed every cut scene, every scene separately. Sometimes I put the sound on top of it separately. Other times I just spoke right into it, which was fine. Yeah, that was my process. And then I put it into iMovie, which I think is the best suggestion I can give anyone, is use iMovie, because it makes my life and everybody else's life so much easier. And I do have a couple blooper videos from when I was getting ready to film with people, and my sister was filming her portion of being the jury. So yeah, here's that, and cool. Cute. Allie Smith.
Who's Allie Smith?
She goes to our church.
Oh, her. Yeah. Approaching the wild animal. He's been approaching capture.
Come on.
It's over.
Alice, don't do that.